So how much would you pay for a unique VIP experience to see one of your favorite artists? $1,000? $6,000? $12,000? Believe it or not, all of those prices are actually real scenarios. But today I want to talk about the latest crazy VIP package that the internet is collectively losing their minds over. Hello to everybody on Twitch. We're recording live on Twitch right now, as always. If you're watching on YouTube later and you'd like to join, you can go to twitch.tv/TankTheTech. We talk about music news, we do stories from the road, reactions, all that good stuff. But today we're going to be talking about JoJo Siwa, who I gotta admit I'm not familiar with at all, other than seeing some headlines about her here and there. But apparently she just announced a huge US tour. And a part of this US tour are VIP packages. Go figure, a lot of bands are doing that nowadays. Most VIP packages include like meet and greets or go early for sound check, exclusive merch, things like that. Usually cost you a little extra, maybe a couple $100 max. The new JoJo Siwa one is a $900 VIP package that basically allows you to be a roadie for a day, from how this is worded, which isn't too far off of the recent one from Gene Simmons, where Gene Simmons announced a $12,000 VIP package to be a roadie for a day. And we did talk about this on Twitch, but I never turned it into a video because quickly after that was announced, the entire tour got canceled. So there's really not a lot to talk about with the Gene Simmons one, but it was $12,000 and it did not include a ticket to the show. You had to actually buy a ticket to that show and then buy the VIP upgrade. Now, the VIP upgrade did include a lot of very unique things. You get one of Gene's basses that he'll sign for you. You get to have lunch with him. You get to like be on stage, but the big kicker was you show up at load in and you get to help the crew load in for the show, which is insane. But anyways, that tour got canceled, so we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about JoJo Siwa. I want to check out this article because a lot of people have sent me this, but I haven't really checked it out yet. So let's dive in here. So this was one of the first articles that came up when I searched this. This is from Daily Mail. It says, JoJo Siwa has ruffled more than a few feathers with a new exclusive VIP concert experience as part of her upcoming summer tour. Billed as the Dream Guest VIP package for over $900, the experience involves helping her road crew set up for a concert, among other interactions. Quote, you are actually going to get to come while we're loading in the show, and you're going to get to kind of help us set it up and make sure things are right and test out the drum with me or the DJ booth with me, said JoJo in part during an interview with Access Hollywood. That is a wild quote, dude. You're going to get to kind of help us check the drum. Not drums, just drum. Or check the DJ booth. Not the turntables, just the DJ booth. Make sure it's, structurally stable and all that stuff. More details about the top shelf VIP package revealed on her website also include helping Siwa with her song selection, an exclusive invitation to soundcheck as part of the show preps, and watching the concert from a designated audience area of your choice. Following the announcement, it didn't take long before some fans took to social media to point out that they would be paying more than $900 to be working for the Dance Moms alum. What does that mean? Is Dance Moms like a TV show or something? Is that how she got her start? I don't know anything about JoJo Siwa, really. I'll have to look it up. So you basically pay to work, one person shared on X, Twitter, it's called Twitter, while another took the comment a step further, writing, if I'm helping you set up, then I should be getting in for free. Yeah, I mean, people complain no matter what. This could have been, I bet this could have been $100 and people would have complained, but either way. It's funny that it says you get to help with the song selection. Like, I find that hard to believe that it's going to be like, you pick the song. Like, you'll probably get options because for a lot of people that don't know, most bands nowadays, because of productions being planned and stuff, they have their set list planned. I mean, adding in a song that they were not planning for doesn't just change things for the artist and band. It changes things for the whole production. The lighting director is going to have to reprogram stuff. The techs are going to have to get stuff ready. So I would imagine that part of this VIP thing, they're probably going to get an option of, hey, would you rather me play this one, or this one, rather than give them the actual choice. All the backlash on social media and the internet didn't end there. JoJo Siwa having a $900 VIP ticket package where you can help set up the stage. Girl, what kind of shit is that? Someone else shared. She can't be serious, a fan wrote in disbelief, while others made a reference to their economic hardships with comments like, as if people can actually afford to see concerts right now. Terrible timing, and what stage of capitalism is this? Another TikTok fan made light of another important aspect to the expensive VIP offer, posting, she's touring small theaters, what is there to set up? Well, it's a Live Nation tour, and the first date is like House of Blues. So, okay, it's probably going to be a club tour from Live Nation. House of Blues, Mercury Ballroom, Brooklyn Bowl. Yeah. I mean, these are all between 1,000 and 2,000 capacity places. So yeah, it's a smaller tour, but let's be honest here. There's still a lot to set up. It's not like it's because it's not an arena, there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Like, so that's a weird take. There's still a lot to load in and set up and stuff like that. For most acts, I don't know what JoJo Siwa's production and stage and band or whatever looks like. I don't know if it's just tracks. I mean, she said drums or a drum and a DJ booth. So I don't know. And like the economic hardship part, like I understand that. Like, I get where people are coming from, but like, one, nobody's forcing anybody to pay $900 for this VIP thing. And before we even really dive into the package itself, like, I bet this is just the top shelf one. I bet there's another cheaper one that just has a meet and greet or something like that. And let's be honest, these VIP packages that are priced absurd like this, these aren't for the casual fan. These are for either diehard fans that have money, or a lot of the times corporate people. Corporate people will buy these tickets and give them to people and stuff like that. So these will be bought for sure, but let's continue. The JoJo Siwa live tour is set to begin on July 10th at the House of Blues in Houston, Texas, and then make stops in such big U.S. cities as Orlando, Nashville, Detroit, Denver, Philadelphia, New York City, Boston, Toronto, Minneapolis, and San Francisco, among others. Get ready for a live concert featuring new songs, current songs, and my kids' songs. Wait, is this like a kids artist? No way. A gay pop DJ set. Okay, so not a kids artist. And an immersive party all in the same night. The Omaha, Nebraska native has already revealed that the tour will feature new and old songs, including when she was just starting out, a DJ set, an immersive party, and audience participation. I mean, audience participation, isn't that implied at a concert? Fans should know that $1 from every ticket sold for her upcoming North American tour will be donated to the Dancers Against Cancer charity, where Siwa serves as a board member. That's cool. Okay, so let's find out a little more about her since I don't know real quick. Siwa started her career as a top 5 finalist and the youngest contestant on the 2nd season of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, produced by Abby Lee Miller of Dance Moms. I actually don't know what that is, and that's actually surprising because for people that don't know, my wife is a former like professional dancer and choreographer, and she actually taught at a studio that did competitive dance. I'm not kidding, dude. Dance moms are a different breed, man. I went to a competitive performance once where Claire had been the teacher, and it was mind-blowing. It was in a theater, and like while these kids are on stage, their moms are like standing up in the audience, like basically screaming at their kids and demeaning them and embarrassing them in front of everybody. It's crazy, man. Like I would never put my kid in that, honestly. She went on to appear as a dancer on 2 seasons of the reality television show Dance Moms, signed to Nickelodeon, and acted in various shows and films, which led her to her music career, starting with the EP Guilty Pleasure and the single Karma. How many, is she like really popular? Oh, 269,000 monthly listeners? That's it? I thought this was gonna be like millions. Let's be honest. I mean, in this day and age, like about 300,000 monthly listeners is still like, it's good. It's impressive. I thought by the way we were talking about this was some huge pop star that I just wasn't familiar with. Let's go check this out real quick. So on her website, we already saw the dates and stuff. Here's the VIP package. Okay, so there's multiple. There's the Dream Guest VIP, the Ultimate VIP, and a VIP meet and greet. Of course, VIP meet and greet is, you still get exclusive merchandise, commemorative lanyard, all that, or early entry. This is VIP Nation. This is Live Nation's VIP company that they own. And I will say they usually do a very good job at these events. I've been on tours that VIP Nation has had reps out there, and they're very involved and they're very professional with stuff. So it's a lot of work. I would imagine even on a tour like this, they'll probably have 2 reps out there. Maybe 1, but I mean, it depends on how many of these VIPs they sell per day, which we'll get into. But the Dream Guest VIP, so this is the thing we're talking about, the $900. 1 general admission ticket to the show. Watch the show from a designated audience area of your choice. Exclusive invitation to JoJo's live show setup before Q&A and sound check with JoJo. Help JoJo put together the show with song selection input. Well, the way that that's worded there is like song selection input. Somebody could be like, hey, I want to hear iced coffee. I just know that because I looked at her Spotify. She could just say no. Input means you're giving input, not that she's going to do it. Exclusive autographed JoJo memorabilia worn during the show. That's kind of wild. It's like, can I have your dirty, sweaty pants that you were wearing? Ugh. They're all, you know, there's some weirdos out there that would be into that, dude. Access to JoJo's pre-show sound check featuring a Q&A with JoJo, pre-show meet and greet photo opportunity, VIP exclusive merchandise, commemorative VIP laminate and lanyard, early entry into the building with priority access to the floor, pre-show merchandise, shopping opportunity, on-site VIP host. Nowhere does it say you're going to be a roadie or work. I don't know how people are blowing that out of proportion. It just says exclusive invitation to JoJo's live show setup before Q&A. So if their Q&A and sound check is maybe at like 3 p.m. or something like that, maybe they're just inviting these people at like 2 p.m. to come see stuff and see backstage and how that works. Because, you know, when we were talking about Gene Simmons' VIP thing to actually be a roadie for a day, it straight up said you will load in with the crew and work and stuff like that. This does not say that, which, you know, I'll be 100% honest. I've been on tours that have VIP stuff like this where people get backstage early and stuff like that. And it's honestly a big hindrance on the crew. Because then the crew is going to have to be aware that there's somebody around and make sure there's no people touching their stuff. And somebody's going to have to babysit them. It sounds like it's going to be the Live Nation VIP rep, the VIP Nation person. But yeah, there's been many times where it's like, I've been on tours where they do like backstage tours while we're setting up. And it's like the most annoying part of the day because you're trying to work and there's somebody there that's not from that environment, which I get that people are curious and they have questions and they're interested in everything. But like, they're not from that environment, so they don't know the kind of work that people are trying to do. And it can get annoying, to be honest. But this literally makes it sound like this is just going to be, hey, come in and see the setup before anybody else gets to. It doesn't sound like a show up at load-in thing. I want to read the fine print on this. Yeah, this is kind of a load. Like, I don't even want to read this whole thing. This is kind of a load of nothing. These terms and conditions are very basic for VIP Nation. It's just basically saying, like, you can't give it to somebody else. It has to be you. You have to have an ID. You have to sign a release of liability, stuff like that. So no big deal. But so I was pretty curious. So I went on Ticketmaster, and it does... the Dream Guest VIP is up there. So one ticket is $944.60. And that does include like all the fees and everything. It's all in pricing. Looks like you can get 4 of them. Oh, full ticket limit info. There is an overall 4 ticket limit for this event. So they're going to do 4 a day. That's really not that crazy. And I personally, I think this whole thing is like being blown out of proportion. Because yes, while it does seem ridiculous, like, who would pay $900 for something like that? Somebody will, man. I've worked for like legacy artists that have had VIP packages upwards of $1,000. And there are people that pay it. Like even older people with money would pay for something like this. Maybe there's a wealthy family that wants to take their kid or something and they pay for it. Like, there was a good question that was brought up by somebody online where they were like, no, really? They're like, how much would you pay to go see your favorite artist for a VIP thing? A very exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that nobody else would get to do. How much would you be willing to pay? And how much of this is people just shitting on this because they wouldn't do it because they don't like the artist? Versus, you know, what if it was, I don't know, let's just say, like my favorite band ever of all times is In Flames. Would I pay $900 for an In Flames VIP experience? No, I personally wouldn't. But there are people out there that would. And the truth of the matter is that regardless of what people think, people will buy these and somebody's going to really enjoy it. That's the thing. People love to tear stuff down on the internet right now. And honestly, what somebody chooses to spend their money on is none of my business. Like, I don't care if somebody buys if you got $900 to just blow on something like that, congratulations to you, because I personally don't. I know there's a lot of people watching that probably don't. So I don't know. At the end of the day, man, I feel like somebody that does this is probably going to have a great experience and they're going to enjoy themselves. So who really cares? Nobody's forcing you to do it. I think this is just another over the top internet exaggeration, just being blown out of proportion. I have no issue with this at all because I've seen way worse in this industry. Cheesig said, what was the ticket price for the Metallica VIP pit? I believe that was like $6,000 or $7,000. But again, it included multiple tickets that you can bring people and stuff like that. And those, again, those are the kinds of tickets, especially for an artist like Metallica in a stadium, that those are going to be corporate people buying those, that they're going to bring guests to and stuff like that. Like these kind of VIP packages are not like for the normal fan. It's not to say the people that do aren't like normal people. What I mean is like the average fan would not do something like this. This is for diehards that have money. Like recently in Australia, the VIP package for Falling in Reverse was $600, but I didn't really see anybody losing their minds about that. And I think that was literally just a meet and greet or something. So I don't know. I do think there is a sense that people like to complain about these things when it's an artist they're not familiar with or they don't like. But I personally, as somebody that tours and is in the industry, I have no issue with an artist doing this. I just don't want to be the one having to work for them when they do it. Because like I said, it does change your day around a lot. But anyways, that's just my take on the subject. You know, you can take my opinion for whatever it's worth to you. And if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments. I'm curious what other people think about this stuff, or if anybody legitimately does have a problem with this, or if you think it is just overblown like I do. But to everybody that was here live on Twitch, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. To everybody watching on YouTube later, thank you. And again, you can join us on twitch.tv/TankTheTech. But until next time, wherever you are in the world, be safe, be kind to each other. I love you all, and I will see you very soon.